Garden Estate has brought out 8 plots of land to be won for free. Is that not awesome? Is that not beautiful? Who knows who the lucky winners will be today? We are going to celebrate them specially. But it is my pleasure at this juncture to invite our guest speaker, who is going to speak to us, and from this point we move forward. He has been with us since Tuesday, like I said before, from all the way from Lagos.
Yes.
And today he will teach you how to make cash.
As a matter of fact,
since his name is Cash,
living with cash.
You'll be living here with more cash.
With cash.
That's why I said I want you to tag yourself and, take your selfie and put it on Facebook. 1 year from today, you'll be reminded. And then you will check your portfolio today and check it 1 year later and see that God would have helped you. From what you are going to learn today, your life will never remain the same. It is with Jesus' joy and a clapping of ovation that will make welcome Mr. Tade Cash.
Yes, a round of applause. Because I quarter Mr. Tade Cash.
Wow.
And you will be cashing out today.
Okay, Dalu. Okay. All right, that's fine. All right, my name is Tade Cash, and I'm so honored to be here today. I've been in the city for almost a week now, and I'm so glad. I've seen a couple of the enterprises right in Lagos. A lot of my friends are Igbo guys, and I say to people that I like Igbo people because of the enterprising nature. Wherever you go in the world, and I've been to a lot of countries in the world. Anywhere you go in the world, and you cannot find an Igbo man, yeah, it's time to run, because an Igbo man is profitable minded. In other words, if he's not profitable, you can't find us there, isn't it? So that's it, and that's a spirit, and it's an amazing spirit. So I want to share a few things with you this afternoon. I'm going to be very short. I love the fact of the testimonials that the people has given, and I want to testify that I've been doing real estate for 15 years now, and God has blessed me in it largely. I'm doing this business in 10 countries on the continent, and I can tell you for free. And when I look at Crystal Garden and where they have the estates in this city, I can tell you that if you are partnering with them, you are making the right choice. Because the truth is, God designed land for a reason. And one of the reasons why God designed land is that there are some of us, we may make some choices in life and we may make wrong choices. But if you could buy the right land, you can go to bed and the land will be working for you. One of the things about money that is interesting is that money is the best employee you can have in the world. Sometimes, if you hire someone to work for you and you are not there, the person can change his mind. The person can change their mind. But if you know how to hire your money and put your money to work intelligently, one thing is that even when you are not there, money is a faithful servant. It will keep serving you. And one of the ways you can make your money serve you is know how to use it to acquire assets. And when I mean assets, I'm talking about landed properties, and that's one of the things that is very interesting. I want to tell you a very small story. I once lived in an estate in Lagos, and I remember about 8 years ago election, we all came out to vote at the election, and I was talking to one of my friends that also built house in the estate, and he told me something that has been with me since that time. He told me that there was a time in his life he was working in a bank, in one of Nigerian banks, and a friend of his, just like someone would talk to you about Crystal Gardens, and he said, I would like you to come and buy this land in one side of Lagos, just like someone would ask you to buy the land today, that will make you an offer. And he said he grudgingly he unwillingly decided to buy 2 plots of the land. And no, he bought 4 plots of the land, I beg your pardon, 4 plots of the land. And at that time, he bought each of that land for 2.5 million. That means he paid 10 million, but he paid them in installments. Just like someone may ask you to buy land and pay in an installment today. And he said he paid over the space of 1 or 2 years. And after about 3 to 4 years after then, he resigned from bank, and he just suddenly asked himself one day that, by the way, I bought a land somewhere. And he called his friend that helped him to acquire that land that, I've not even seen this land. I bought the land because of you. Can you come and show me this land? And his friend said, why not? And he said to me that the first time he was going to the land, when he got there, after about 5 years he has bought the land was the only remaining land that was remaining on that estate. Every other land had been developed. And he said as he got there, somebody walked up to him when they were still showing him the land. And the woman said, sorry, are you the owner of this land? He said he was even skeptical. He said, I am the owner. And the woman said, we have been looking for the owner of this land. You have been looking for the owner of the land. He said, I'm the owner. And he showed evidence that he was the owner. And the woman said, there are people that have been coming around, they wanted to buy this land. And the man said, really, who is the person? And according to him, he said when he got home, he gave the number to the woman. And when he got home, they called him. And when they called him, they said, oh, the person I have been looking for you that wanted to buy this land, this is the person. And he said, okay, do you want to sell? And he said, yes, I want to sell. And the man said to him, how much are you going to sell it? And he said, because he does not really want to sell the land. He said, okay, give me 25 million per plot for the land. And he said, the man said to him that I'm going to call you back. And the next 2 days, the man called him back and he said, can you do lesser? He said, no, I'm not doing lesser. If you want to buy, I'm selling for 25 million. All right. Please, can you hear me? All right, thank you. And he said, I'm willing to sell for 25 million. And according to what he told me directly, he said, the man said, okay, sorry, can we have the account detail for the land? And he gave them the account detail grudgingly. Don't be deceiving me. And he said, in less than 24 hours, he received the alert of the money. They sent him 100 million for the 4 plot of land that he bought for 10 million naira. And he said for the first time in his life that they have always been telling him about land. Today, the man in Lagos, he owned a couple of malls, couple of hotels and all of that. And he told me that was an exposure for him, that the land that he bought, that he has never seen before, the first time that he was going to see the land, somebody was offering him to buy the land from him. And I can tell you, since that moment till now, his life has changed. And I can tell you stories and stories of different people, including myself, of how people's life have literally changed. One of the staff that work in my organization, the mother-in-law died about 35 years ago. The mother-in-law died about 35 years ago. And the woman bought a land, not even in Lagos, in Ogun State. She bought several hectares of land. And I think 2 years ago, Lafarge came to them and told them that they want to buy a particular set of that land. And they offered them 500 million. And they paid them upfront of 200 million for that part of land. Now, listen, that woman died 35 years ago. Is that not a good death? Talk to me, is that not a good death? Even in her death, she's still speaking. Even in her death, she's still making impact. Even in her death, she's still affecting lives. Why? Because of the decision that she made. People will often tell us that we cannot buy happiness. But I dare to be different. You can buy happiness if you know where to shop. Hello? Do you hear what I just said? You can buy happiness if you know where to shop. If you know where to shop for it, you can buy happiness. You can use your money to buy freedom. A good man, a good woman. The Bible does not recognize nice people because niceness is not fruit of the spirit. But Bible recognizes kindness and goodness. It said a good man and a good woman will leave an inheritance for his children what? children. Now, in case you are thinking that what the Bible meant is that you will just live a good character, that's not what the Bible is saying. Solomon now continued because he knew some people would think he's just talking about character. He said, houses and riches are inheritance from the fathers. It means that his fathers, parents, that leave houses and inheritance. Let me tell you, there is no one. I went to school, I studied economics, I have first class, 4.85. But guess what happened? My my father speaks good English, but he has no property. Hello? And therefore we have to go to school trying to struggle. But this is what I realized, that there is nobody alive that is not intelligent. There is no one alive that cannot succeed. But what most people don't have is a platform that will help them to be successful. Now, the essence of parenting, the essence of making money in life is not just to show off. It is good to show up a little bit, but the essence of making money is to be able to lay a foundation that will make the next generation for life to be easier for them. Because life on its own is hard. Life on its own is hard. I will get used to it. But the truth of the matter is, parenting is helping the next generation to make life easier for them. Some people, life would have been far better for them if parents, some of us are seated here today, some of the advantages we have is because of what was left behind for us. And the truth is, I say to people, and it's very tough, if you are not going to leave anything behind, please don't leave anyone behind. Hello? Because it's a very difficult thing to do. You are not helping the next generation if you just leave them behind. Because the truth of the matter is, you know, some people, when they are dead, after 20 years, the children will still be doing memorial. Hello? The children are doing memorial because of the guiltiness of their heart. Because the parents left so many things for them that they have to keep doing memorial on behalf of the parent. But do you know there are some people that they don't remember the year that their parent died? Hello? Do you know there are people they cannot remember? They will just be thinking, hey, I think he died in 1994. You know why they can't remember SARS and MARS? It's because there is nothing to remember. Hello? There is nothing to remember. If you remember that there are so many things that was left behind, you will remember so many things. Because you will remember that there are many things that was left behind. And what am I saying to you today? Real estate is God's kind of business. And investing in it will change your life. And I'm so honored by the people that have invested. And I'm so honored by the people that are going to make that decision today. But let me tell you, there are certain places to buy assets that will help you. Places that are closer to the airport. You know, when I came to Anambra this time, I came through the airport. And I saw how all the road within that axis has been tarred. I've never passed it before. The last time I came to Anambra, I came through Asaba. And you know, the truth is, I saw development. I saw Tade Road from all the way from that place until I got to Onitsha. And I saw a lot of things coming up. Now, this is it. Real estate is foresight. Real estate is foresight. It does not mean you have to have foresight. Real estate itself is foresight. If you can't see the missing structure, you cannot buy the future. It's only people that see missing structure that can buy future in real estate. Because many a time, you may be looking at Butch, and that could be your biggest asset in the next couple of years. You know, all of us in this room knew there are places you once thought in this city that it was a bush. And today, it's either you own something there, or when you are passing a place, you're like, you mean this place is gone? Why? Because the truth of the matter is, you know, the last election begin to give more of our people now, especially in the East, that it's good to own something back home. And that mindset, that understanding, is also making some people to begin to have that mindset of owning things. So what am I saying to you this morning? Out of all you're getting, get more real estate. Out of all you're getting, get more assets. Get assets that have documents, like the asset from Crystal Garden. Get asset, because let me tell you, it's an asset, and income follows assets. If you have the correct assets, you will never lack income. The reason why some people get stranded in life, not because of income. They do not have assets that can be converted to income. So what I want you to do today is to begin to make a decision based on all all that we're here. We're here to celebrate 8 years of impact. We're here to celebrate 8 years of transforming the lives of people. People who have bought assets from this company from different parts of the world, from America, from England, from different places in the world. But I can tell you something. Decision today has a consequence tomorrow. And many of us here, the company is also saying something to you. You don't need to have all the money. You don't need to have all the money. You don't need to have all the money. The best asset I ever bought, I bought at the age of 25. I bought it at the age of 25. And when I bought it, I did not have all the money. I was paying gradually. And the truth today, by the grace of God, I can tell you the number of assets I have all over the world. But one thing remains, because I do not want to repeat the error of my parents, because there is a tendency for me to condemn the errors of the past and continue to repeat it. Some people are still complaining about the parent that is dead. They are telling you that the reason why they are not succeeding is because their parent did not do anything for them. The parent is gone, they have received their judgment before the Lord, and they have moved on. You are the one that is here. This is what I say to people. It is not wickedness that our parents did not leave something behind for us, because that is not a curse. No. It takes 2 generations for a curse to be established. It is not a curse that my parents did not leave something for me. It will be a curse if I do not leave something for my children. It means that I'm the one now that is the perpetrator of the curse, not my parents. Because I knew that it was bad that my parents did not leave something. I knew that it was bad. That's why I'm complaining. Now that I knew that it was bad, I now continue. I'm the deliberate wicked person, because my parents may not know. Because perhaps if they knew, they would have done something different. But now I knew, and I'm still going around complaining and saying that, my parents, I wish they bought this land. In Lagos, we used to say funny things. We used to say, I wish my parents bought land in Banana Island. People will say, I used to, because I grew up in the heart of Lagos. And I remember when places in Banana Island was growing up, me and my friends, we used to go and play there when they are sampling the place. We used to go and sit down at the front of that water and be playing. I remember when Lekki was growing as a young boy. I remember Lekki was growing. It was sandfield everywhere. It was water. But this is what I remember. That there are people at that time there is a guy in Lekki Phase 1 in Lagos. He owned an entire street. Now, the interesting part is the entire street he owned, he did not buy it. He was selling land for the Omoniles. So as he was selling land, they wanted to give him commission. He would say he does not want, that they should give him land. So as they gave him the land, he was doing the document. So at the end of the day, he has an entire street in Lekki Phase 1, an entire street, almost like 14 plots, an entire street. Government gave him the street because today he's a very, very big man, because he make a decision. Decisions are powerful, and sometimes decisions come by word that we hear. So ladies and gentlemen, I think it's me they are clapping for. I don't know. All right, thank you. Thank you. As I begin to round up this afternoon, I want to tell you this. Take an example from the people that have made a decision. And there is someone in this room this afternoon, you are saying, I would love to own these assets. The company has different offers for you. My amazing ambassador is going to come up very soon, and he's also going to unravel some of the opportunities that are here today. But this is what I want to say to you. I want to finally tell you about my uncle. My uncle gave birth to 4 children, and he was working in Nigerian Airways as a pilot. He was one of the few persons that drove Obasanjo in the Obasanjo tenure. And I remember my uncle. My uncle bought few plots of land in Lekki Phase 1. And when my cousin wanted to go to study in the United Kingdom for a master's, my uncle bought, according to my uncle, he said when he bought the land in Lekki Phase 1, he bought them for, I think, 3-4 million. And the year 2004 or 5, when my cousin Yemisi wanted to go and do a master's abroad, my uncle said he does not have money. So he now said, by the way, is it not, I bought one land in that, like if you guys can find a buyer for it, go and sell one. And then as of 2005, they decided to sell one plot of land that my uncle bought in Lekki Phase 1, which my uncle later regretted that he sold. He sold the land for 40 million. So when they sold the land for 40 million, you know, my uncle was so excited that the land was 40 million. He said that to sell the rest. So my uncle sold his 4 land in Lekki Phase 1. Now my uncle took money from the land he sold. He sent my cousin to the UK. Now my uncle did not have to hustle to pay for my cousin's master's program in the United Kingdom. He paid for my cousin's master program in the United Kingdom because of the land that he acquired. Now this is what I say to people. If you know how to buy land, just like the one that Crystal Garden Estate offers you, you are not just buying the future, you are buying leverage. You are not just buying the future, because this is what leverage will help you to do. Leverage will help you to collapse time. That's what leverage means. It will collapse time. Ability to do more things in short times. So my uncle was able to pay for my cousin's school fee in the United Kingdom. My uncle was so excited. He sold the remaining land. He went to the village and built a house. And the truth, because he said he's tired of Lagos, that he wants to retire. So he went to go and build a house. But this is it. If there is any lesson I learned from him, he told me that when he was buying the land was even water. That he's not want to buy it. But some of his colleagues were buying. That's why he bought. But the truth remains that while he was busy with his life, the land that he bought was growing. I knew that there are people that bought land in Crystal Garden Estate when the land were just less than 1 million. There are people that bought land. And today, the value of the land is growing. And the estate is also even offering some promotion today. But one thing I want to tell you about Crystal Garden Estate as I round off is this. This company is not in the business of selling land. This company is in the business of selling money at a discount. What they are doing is that they are selling you money at a discount. And the discount is so huge that if you take part of your money that you have made in some of your businesses and you put it into this portfolio of assets, one thing is going to happen. You are going to build more assets, that in the next couple of years, you are going to look back at it and you are going to be grateful that you did. In closing, I would like to say this to you. Everybody will hear, but not everybody will do. Not everybody that have money buy good things with the money. Not everybody that have money knows how to buy freedom with the money. And I tell you, real estate can give you access to freedom. And that is what this company is offering you today. I need you to make that decision. I need you to follow the examples of people that are living the life. We are not going to be young forever. And one of the overrated things in this life is strength. Everybody always thinks that we're going to be strong forever. But the truth is, the older we get, the weaker we become. Either we like it or not. It is nature. But this is what happened. The assets you have built can replace your strength in funding your life. But most people, they always count on their strength. That is why they become, that man, once upon a time, used to make a lot of money. But that will not be our case in Jesus' name. So I want to tell you today, use part of your money to buy something that can replace your strength when you don't have the strength. One of our ambassadors said before, he said, by no strength shall no man prevail. But I like to say this without no injustice to Bible, that by no strength shall no man be rich. Hello? By no strength shall no man be what? Rich. Check it out. The richest people in the world are not measured by the physical strength that they have. It means that the older we become, the lesser our strength is. Please, use some of the money you are making with your strength today to buy something that can replace your strength when you don't longer have a strength. Strength will fail you, and it will fail me. But if you don't use the money, and that's why some people, as they get older, they get bitter. As they get older, help people. It is fine to help people. But please, I want to tell you, don't help people to a point where you will also need help. Hello? Make sure you don't help people to a point where you also need help. Some people in their life, the problem they have is they don't know the limits. You keep help people is good. But don't help people because you are hoping that one day they are going to come and help you. Because most time, the biggest weakness of human being is forgetfulness. Human being can forget. And when human being forget and you are not taking care of yourself, you start getting bitter. That's why people get bitter in this life. Some people don't even want you to come. But they are calling you, they are telling people, come and take possession of your land. So this is what I'm saying. Please, take charge. Wake up to this reality that we are not going to be here forever and we are not going to be strong forever. So if this opportunity is presented before you, buy this asset that can give you leverage. Buy this asset that can fund your life and that can also fund the life of the people that you love. Buy this asset today. If you have bought before, it can never be too much. You can buy more. And if you have not bought, first timers are welcome. We want you to make a decision today. And it's a beautiful thing to be in this city. It's a beautiful thing to see the people of this wonderful state. And I believe as we go on this program today, so many wonderful things. And by the way, don't forget, we have about 8 plots of land that is going to be won today. And that could be you. And the offers are amazing. And these offers are going to be announced. I want you to take opportunity serious. Because you see, information does not make you free. Action sets you free. It is the action that you take on the information that is given to you that will set you free. Somebody just told us earlier that he owns about 15 plots of land in the estate. That's amazing. I want to tell you, he did not own the estate, he did not own the 15 plots one day. He started buying them one by one. Because if you want to build an empire, you started by laying the first block, and the second block, and the third block. Ladies and gentlemen, fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, I hope I've been able to convince you this afternoon, that there is an opportunity awaiting you, and this opportunity cannot be yours if you don't take action on that. Thank you very much, and may the good Lord bless you. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause once again for our guest speaker, Tade Cash. And I want to ask a very simple and honest question. Because wave your hand in the air. Let me see your hand. Okay, that's good. Yes. Yeah. French language when you go back in. Yes, at least in Kawaya, some of them never got what if If I in some rebel, toi vla fasate, lo joie la palase, landa passe, Aguleri, Umuleri, Nando, la fasafuata, Onitsha land.
Yeah. And the final point is Tado Cash, not Tade.
Yes.
Tado Cash.
Tado Cash. Stand Igbo, Tado Cash means when you see cash, use your teeth and hold it.
Sure. Tado
okay.
Cash.
We are calling upon him and also to